Donald Trump's pulling out of the Iran deal and his constant threat of war against Iran leave no room for comfort in the Arab world. The United States has the most right-wing government in years. A government made up of people whose only dream is to fast-track America's quest for global dominance. At the heart of Donald Trump's decision to withdraw the United States from the deal is the proxy war now being waged in Yemen between Iran on one side and Saudi Arabia, and by extension Israel on the other. It is not because Donald Trump wanted to fulfill promises he made during his 2016 election campaign. Trump accused Iran of violating the deal, but no other head of states who signed the agreement with Iran saw the violations. Only Iran's harsh enemies, Saudi Arabia and Israel, saw them. Do you remember Israeli Netanyahu's TV show over a power plant, showing how Iran lied to the international community? The Israeli Prime Minister's accusations were quickly rebuked at the United Nations. So Donald Trump's move was all part of a ploy to provide cover for Trump to act. Immediately after the signing at the White House, Israeli forces struck Iranian military bases in Syria, claiming it was a preemptive strike to prevent Iran from launching missile attacks over the Israeli part of the Golan Heights. But it was clearly a trap set up for Iran. It was also a provocation. The Iranians shockingly fell into the trap. They struck back at Israeli position, but Israel swiftly responded by destroying several Iranian positions in Syria. This has played well into the narrative that Iran is seeking to use Syria as a front, a closer front, to destroy Israel. It was a major political and military blunder. Syria is fast becoming another Lebanon. The Assad government, which is heavily dependent on Iran and Russia, and its fight against the opposition, appears powerless to stop Iran. Russia could, but Russia is not in Syria to provide military support for Iran in its proxy war against Israel. Also, Russia is not interested in a protracted war in Syria, something Russia cannot afford to. So the Russian government warned the Iranians not to take the bait. The Ayatollah did not listen. As a result, Russia looked the other way as Israeli bomb pummeled Iranian position inside Syria. Another provocation that it's worth to point out, is the opening of the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem. This happened this morning as hundreds of Palestinians are being killed. If this isn't a recipe for a major war in the Middle East, tell me what is. And of course, as always, it is going to be the masses, the poor, the disenfranchised, who will pay the